Mr. Rubino just noticed he only has 10 minutes left in class. He's a little anxious. He tells his class, take a handout and pass on the rest. Genevieve, however, interprets this as, take a handout for yourself, then get up and pass out the rest to the kids in your area. When she gets up, Mr. Rubino scolds her for being out of her seat. Genevieve never gets scolded. She's stunned. When she starts to explain what she was doing, Mr. Rubino scolds her again for talking back. Now Genevieve is crushed. Mr. Rubino just lost a crucial minute. Genevieve is mortified, and part of the class is now thinking to themselves, oh, heck no, he did not just do that. If Rubino had only made his directions clearer, his kids could have spent way more time on task. This mini is a checklist for giving clear directions, and clear directions are so caveman. That's a good thing, as in, hey, did you hear the new art teacher's directions? Yeah, they were so caveman. Here's what it means. Directions should be broken into steps. Be sure to spend time thinking about whether a direction actually implies more than one operation. Respond to the essential question in your notebook. Actually has more steps than you might think. You should always phrase directions as observable actions. Focus is far more ambiguous than put your pencil to the paper. And remember to state them positively, rather than as actions to be avoided. If your directions are complicated or unusual, you should check to see that your students understand what to do before you ask them to start. You can do this by simply asking one student to repeat the direction. A good way to ensure understanding is by getting 100% of your students' attention when you give directions. That means all eyeballs should be on you. There we go. Visuals can also help clarify directions. So write them down. Use pictures, signs, and demonstrations instead of just words, particularly to support English language learners. Economical language is always key for clarity. Avoid using filler words or qualifiers that aren't essential in the moment. There. Isn't that liberating? Magic words can be useful for letting students know you're done giving directions and it's time for them to execute. If they start doing before you're done speaking, they'll miss a detail. It's as simple as pausing and saying go or begin. Try to address likely misunderstandings, especially if you're giving new directions. If students are, say, doing a gallery walk for the first time, they might be confused about when to move to the next station. Avoid that confusion by telling them. And as always, be sure to narrate the positive. When you see students following directions, publicly state it. It's a proactive move that reminds and encourages other students to do the same. Let's go back to Mr. Rubino's class and give him another shot. This time, he says, all eyes on me. Take a handout, then pass the stack to the person on your right. I know we usually take handouts from the back, but today we're staying in our seats. Which way are you passing, Genevieve? Good. Ready? Go. I see Jamal taking a passing. So is Greta. Looks like we're almost ready to begin. That's a lot to remember, but it's easy to practice. Write down exactly how you're going to give a set of directions from your next lesson, and have a friend keep a checklist. Before you know it, your directions will be so caveman.